Hey, Dr. Schlegel. So this is my practice thingy. Um, I don't know what to call it. So from what I can tell about the assignment is you want us to discuss the piece of music that we brought in last week. Well, I've since passed it off and played in recital class, but because I have a feeling that you want that piece, and honestly, I don't have the piece that I'm supposed to be working on for this week. I haven't gotten it yet. It's still in the mail. Um, I'm gonna play the piece that we were talking about. Um, the thing about it is I did play it for recital class yesterday, and it was not the best I could. So there's still a lot to work on it. But first, I'm gonna sit here and do some long tones. My tuner is busted, sadly. So iPad tuner it is. Not the best one, but it's the one that I got. Sad thing is I'm supposed to use it with a metronome with a tuner, but honestly, I think the tuner is more important. Wait, no, I don't. I'm just going to give you a short and condensed warm-up, because I've already warmed up a little bit, just because I know I don't want to take you all day. You said, short of 17 hours, I think you said. I'm going to try and keep it under 17 hours. I'm going to start on middle B flat for bassoon, like start of the second octave. I tend to forget to do them in chromatic order. I do them within the key, and B flat is just the key. Okay. Did get a good breath on that one. D doesn't want to play in tune today. I don't know, I'm playing out of tune today, which is weird. So I told myself I was going to give 5 minutes on long tones, 5 minutes on scales, just like I said, short and condensed. Normally these take like 20-30 minutes each, but then we would be here for about 2 hours. And yeah. So yeah, 5 minutes on long tones, 5 minutes on scales. Now that I've actually got a piece, what I would do is work on etudes for about, I don't know, 40, 50 minutes. Then spend another, 40, 50 minutes working on the piece. But again, USPS or UPS or whatever they're sending it to me is being slow. When the world realizes what musicians are worth, we will get our music on time. That's what I keep telling myself. Yeah, okay, scales. Just had a playing test. I've been working on... Never mind, she took it down. Oh, another thing I should tell you. Normally I practice at home. But being in my room for 20 minutes without coming out is abnormal for me, so my roommates would probably come in and check on me, which is why I decided to do it here, so they wouldn't do that, or else you'd see probably half-naked women. That's my roommates. We're kind of crazy. Okay. One I've been having problems on was F minor. Yeah, that's the one. So I'm going to turn to you because I can pretty well see my tuner. But I need a metronome. Yay. Love when things go break. Also, I normally talk to myself, so this is actually not abnormal for me to talk to you. It's basically you in my brain now. Yeah. I should tell you, quarter note equals 60, and I have to do these eighth notes for the playing test. I need to start experimenting with different rhythms. So that's probably what I'm going to do here, because I need to. Once I get the actual key right. Okay, that was pretty good, so I'm going to go to triplets. Starting on F. I'm going to do that one again. Okay, one more time, then I'll go to harmonic minor. Okay, back to eighth notes. I need to remember harmonic minor, which is E flat goes to E. I'm working on making these more in my head constantly, not having to sit here talking about them. practicing for these for a while. Okay, triplets. Okay, this is gonna be something I work on after I make the video, because I'm trying to make the video fairly short for you. Typically I would take more times. I do them in 16th. I do them in odd rhythms, like da dun da dun da dun da dun. Basically I get into the frame of Dr. Woolley and think, what would I do to torture Tara? No, not really. I try to think like Dr. Woolley would. I mean, she's my teacher, my role model at this point. I'm trying to mimic her as much as possible in becoming my own bassoonist, which is a weird concept, but you understand. I would normally take a lot more time on this. I'm going to switch over to the Weissenborn. Oh, and I forgot to mention something. I did not do this before starting because I'm stupid and forgot. She has us keeping these practice journals, which is a new concept to me. Normally I'll write out a little, this is what I'm going to work on, I'm going to stick to this, I'm going to work on 30 minutes of scales. I'm going to do these 3 scales, these 3 ways, the relative minors in, major, minor, blah, 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 natural, minor, harmonic, and melodic. I'm going to focus on these 3 notes because that's what I need to be focusing on. Why I didn't do this, because that would be incredibly important to this movie or video or whatever. And then after, I'd sit there checking it while I'm going, writing little notes, like, okay, these need a little more work next time I come across them. Then when I'm done, I kind of would recap what I did. Like, okay, basically do the same thing. Like, I need to focus on this next time I sit down. I need to, do this. Okay, next time I'm going to focus on, I got these good, I'm going to focus on that. Also say how long I've been working on them, if I worked on it longer for 30 minutes. Dr. Woolley even suggested if there's anything that's bothering me, I write that down, like, need milk, need eggs, the cat's vomiting, need to go clean that up. Talk about my roommates real quick. They're actually really important to my practicing because I do have a problem focusing when I practice. They've been instructed if I'm practicing while at home, that if they hear me stop playing for more than 2 or 3 minutes and don't come out to be like, hey, this needs to get happened, or, my face is hurting, I need to quit, to yell at me and be like, hey, Tara, get back on it, you need to do this, you don't need to be working at Walmart forever. I'm just trying to tell you the psychology behind my practice. Or maybe not the psychology, but what goes on behind the scenes of my practice. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, I also can't practice at home right now because my roommate's girlfriend's babies are living with us. They cried for an hour today. It was upsetting. Okay. Enough of that. Weissenborn. I've been working on the 50 advanced studies in here, and there's some really great etudes in here. The one I'm currently working on, however, or have been working on, backstory on that one, because this also goes into a little bit of the psychology with me in this one. 9th grade, Florida All-State. This was the piece, number 8. You can see where Dr. Willie wrote enjoy over the top. Yeah, previously that said die. I had a very bad experience auditioning. This piece was not really to blame, but I took my blame out on the piece because I just didn't practice it enough, apparently. Started playing in the wrong key halfway through. So yeah, I was quite hesitant to pick this for the project, but I kind of figured that it was the right thing to do because I have to get over myself. Okay. Allegro moderato. Ignore the F dominant 7th thing. That was a bassoon camp experiment. Or not experiment. They were telling us and I didn't understand it, so I didn't do it for the rest of the piece. But now I know it, so. I hate flicking and then going to a C sharp. It's the death of me. You might want to see my hands maybe a little bit. I don't know. Kind of hard on a bassoon. Keep forgetting to add the E flat key on the bass G. Or, yeah. Okay, that was a mistake that I made and I have not corrected it. Mostly because last night it was already ingrained into my brain to play a B flat or B natural there when it's supposed to be B flat because the B natural is right next to it, or well, a note next to it. I didn't change it for my recital or playing in recital class today because practice makes permanent. I really honestly did not have the time, or I guess the will to change it, but I'm going to change it now because I'm going to keep this piece up. That is totally a flat. I think I practiced that wrong in like 9th grade too, so not an excuse. That was a thing. Today when I was rehearsing it right before recital class, I kept messing up the most random places that I've never messed up in before, and that's what's happening right now. Am I even in the right tempo? Nope, I'm fast. Maybe I wasn't fast. Okay, so I'm at 21 minutes now. I hope you I hope I've accomplished the part of the assignment. Yeah. I don't want to waste your time. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, then maybe I'll quit. I don't know. No, you've seen. I feel like I've did what I need to do. Let's say that. Have a good day.